Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Hollywood is a place where the spotlight never dims, but it also brings with it harsh expectations, especially when it comes to appearance. Even a small change in weight can send shockwaves through the industry. When Ozempic, touted as a weight loss miracle, made its way into the limelight, many stars jumped at the chance to try it. It seemed like the perfect solution. But as with many things in the entertainment world, reality didn't always align with expectations. Unexpected side effects have led many to pay a high price for their decisions. Today, we'll dive into 10 stories of stars who tried Ozempic, and more importantly, explore whether they regret their choices. What do you think? Is Hollywood too harsh when it comes to appearance? Comment 1 if you agree, 0 if you don't. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with our latest content. Julianne Howe has always been a standout in the entertainment industry, admired not only for her striking appearance but also for her strength and endurance. As a professional dancer, she crafted her image around exceptional control, with her body serving as a vital tool for performance, helping to enhance mobility and reduce the risk of injury. However, when she appeared on the red carpet at the 2025 Oscars, a noticeable physical change caught many by surprise, leaving the public both shocked and perplexed. Julianne's change in appearance was not just a shift in style, but a physical transformation. While altering one's image is common in the entertainment industry, for a dancer, such changes carry deeper significance. A dancer's muscle mass and endurance are essential, as they directly impact performance capability and help prevent injuries. When muscle is lost, the graceful fluidity that dancers are known for becomes harder to maintain, and the focus shifts from elegance to the potential risks that come with reduced strength and stability. Despite social media being flooded with questions and discussions about her transformation, Julianne has chosen to remain silent. Instead of addressing the speculation, she lets her carefully curated photos speak for her, only fueling the conversation further. Her perfect appearance in these images only seems to intensify the public's curiosity. By not commenting on the change, Julianne's silence has not quelled the growing questions, but rather made the issue even more conspicuous. Her refusal to address the transformation leaves the public wondering what's really going on behind the scenes. Julianne Howe's story goes beyond just health or discipline. It delves into the social pressures placed upon her. As a woman whose career is deeply connected to strength and fitness, she may feel compelled to alter her image in order to meet the ever-tightening standards of the industry. When physical strength alone is no longer sufficient, and when beauty standards constantly evolve, it raises the question, can an artist still maintain control over their life and career? Her journey highlights the complex balance between personal identity and the expectations placed upon those in the public eye. Meghan Trainor is not just a singer, but also a symbol of body confidence. With her hit song All About That Bass, she delivered a powerful message about embracing a fuller figure, challenging the narrow beauty standards often pushed onto women by the music industry. Meghan became a rare star who proudly celebrated her curves, refusing to shrink away from or remain silent in the face of societal pressures. She turned her body into a victory, using her platform to inspire many others to love themselves as they are and reject unrealistic beauty ideals. Meghan's recent transformation sparked surprise, not due to immediate backlash, but because of the hesitation it provoked. As she began to look thinner, there was no outright outrage, but the reaction was filled with a palpable sense of concern. Eventually, Meghan openly admitted to using medical weight loss assistance, a decision she shared with the public. While her honesty is certainly commendable, it raises the question, does this change compromise the body-positive image she worked so hard to build? Her shift challenges the very message of self-acceptance and embracing one's natural body that she championed, leaving fans to wonder how this transformation fits into her legacy. What was truly shocking wasn't just the change in Megan's appearance, but how she altered the very lyrics of her own iconic song. All About That Bass, which was once a celebration of body diversity and a defiant stand against narrow beauty standards, was now revised. The updated lyrics seemed to align more with the beauty ideals she had previously opposed, creating an uncomfortable dissonance for many fans. Social media erupted with opinions, and what was meant to be an empowering anthem for self-love became a hot topic of intense controversy. Megan's decision to change the song felt like a contradiction to the message that once made her a role model, leaving fans to grapple with the complexities of her transformation. This is not a matter of hypocrisy, but rather a sadder truth. Messages of body confidence are only fully embraced when they don't challenge or inconvenience anyone's perception of beauty. When confidence alone is no longer enough, and being thinner becomes the new ideal, Megan's story becomes a reflection of the harsh societal expectations placed on women. The values she championed, self-love and body positivity, have been tested by the ever-shifting standards of beauty. Her journey highlights the deep, often conflicting pressures women face to navigate a world where confidence is celebrated, but only as long as it aligns with conventional ideals. When change becomes normalized, the message of loving a full-figured body and promoting body confidence can gradually fade into the background. Meghan Trainor didn't betray her audience, but she did step outside the role people had come to expect from her. This shift inadvertently reveals a painful truth. The body positivity movement is often only fully embraced when it aligns with social standards. What do you think about this? Comment 1 if you agree, 0 if you disagree. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for support. Kelly Osbourne is famous not just for her name, but for her unapologetic uniqueness. She has become a role model for those who dare to live authentically, unafraid of the harsh scrutiny that comes with Hollywood's relentless standards. Kelly has proven that it's possible to shine in the entertainment industry without conforming to rigid beauty or body ideals. Throughout her career, she has consistently stood out for her confidence, embracing her individuality and proving that being different in a high-pressure industry is not only acceptable, but something to be celebrated. However, in 2023 to 2024, Kelly underwent a sudden and dramatic change. It wasn't a gradual shift, but a clear transformation that left many people shocked. The public reaction wasn't one of praise, but rather confusion. Instead of questioning the process behind the change, people became fixated on the reason behind it. This is a woman who had built her career by challenging and resisting the harsh beauty standards of Hollywood, so her sudden transformation raised questions about what had led her to make such a dramatic shift in her appearance. When a star like Kelly, who was once a role model for confidence and independence, undergoes such a drastic image change, the bigger question becomes, has she truly overcome the pressure? Kelly did not shy away from addressing the question. She openly admitted to using Ozempic, revealing the transformation without hiding behind health excuses. While her honesty could have silenced the narrative, it only amplified the conversation, making the issue more complex. Instead of offering clarity, her openness sparked even more speculation, as people wondered why someone who had once defied Hollywood's beauty standards now seemed to be conforming to them. The pressure regarding appearance is not exclusive to newcomers or stars lacking confidence. It affects everyone, no matter how established they are. This reveals the harsh reality that the entertainment industry has imposed a singular, rigid standard that everyone is expected to meet. Kelly Osbourne's story serves as a powerful testament to the fact that even when you've built a career on being unapologetically yourself, it's sometimes not enough to shield you from the relentless, ever-changing demands of society. Her journey highlights how even those who resist societal expectations can still be pulled into its unyielding grasp. If even Kelly's rebellion, success, and honesty couldn't protect her from this pressure, then what about others? Those stars without such a loud voice. Kelly's story serves as a stark reminder of the invisible pressures that permeate the entertainment industry. In a world where perfection is constantly demanded, any change in appearance can have profound consequences on a person's image and career. Her journey underscores the overwhelming challenges that even the most confident and successful individuals face in maintaining their identity in an industry that often prioritizes external appearances over everything else. Demi Lovato has always stood out in Hollywood, not just for her immense talent, but for her raw openness about her personal struggles. Whether it was battling addiction, navigating mental health crises, or sharing her recovery journey, Demi's transparency became a core part of her brand. Fans trusted that if she faced a challenge, she would speak up and take them along on the journey. However, at Paris Fashion Week 2024, a sudden and noticeable change in her appearance left many feeling unsettled, creating a sense that something had shifted, not just in her look, but in the authenticity she had long been known for. Demi looked noticeably thinner, and the change was abrupt rather than gradual, sparking a wave of anxiety and curiosity among the public. Instead of focusing on compliments for her outfits, the attention quickly turned to the reason behind this sudden transformation. What concerned people even more was that Demi continued to post happy photos, smiling, promoting her music, and sharing messages about love, all while never addressing the obvious change in her physical appearance. Her silence about the transformation only deepened the intrigue and left fans wondering if everything was as it appeared. Although Demi is usually an open person, this time she chose to remain silent. This was a departure from her usual transparency. No explanations, no addressing questions. Instead, she stayed quiet, which was completely out of character for someone who had always shared every aspect of her life with her audience. Her silence began to spark suspicion among the public. Fans who had come to expect honesty and openness from her were now left wondering why she was withholding the truth about such a significant change in her appearance. This departure from her usual candor only added to the mystery surrounding her transformation. When Demi stopped explaining her life, fans began to feel a deep sense of worry. They weren't accustomed to guessing or speculating. They were used to hearing her voice, understanding exactly what she was going through. At a time when her career was on the rise and expectations were growing, this sudden silence only heightened the tension. She was no longer sharing her personal narrative, instead opting to present only a curated, perfect image. This shift made everything feel distant, vague, and difficult to grasp, leaving fans uncertain about what was really happening behind the scenes. Demi's story is not just about weight, but about the immense pressure she faces. When absolute transparency is replaced by cautious silence, the Hollywood spotlight becomes unforgiving and challenging. When the truth is seen as potentially dangerous, who gets protected and who pays the price for that silence? Can the truth sometimes lead to major consequences? What do you think about this? Comment 1 if you agree, 0 if you don't. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content. Amy Schumer has long been celebrated for her bravery and sharp sense of humor. She is one of the few celebrities who has consistently spoken openly about personal issues that many others try to hide. Whether discussing her health, family, or body, Amy tackles these topics with honesty and a touch of satire, making her a powerful voice in the body positivity movement. Through her transparency, she has helped millions of women feel more confident, showing that perfection is not the only measure of success, and that embracing imperfection can be a strength in itself. Ariana's physical transformation has become a focal point, shifting the conversation away from her roles, vocals, and career. The public's attention has gradually moved from celebrating her artistic success to scrutinizing her appearance. Fans, once enthusiastic, have begun to question this change. Social media, which was once full of praise for her outfits, is now flooded with comparisons between old and new photos, with timelines being analyzed to understand the sudden transformation. Instead of applauding her latest achievements, the focus has turned to the mystery behind her evolving look. Ariana responded to public concern with caution, urging people to refrain from commenting on her body, which was a justified call. However, her reminder did little to quell the growing anxiety surrounding her appearance. The interest in her physical transformation didn't fade simply because of a message about respect. It highlights an uncomfortable reality. While Ariana's career is flourishing, the overwhelming focus has shifted from her achievements to her looks. Despite her professional success, the public's obsession with her appearance has become a significant distraction from her talents and accomplishments. When Ariana's talent and success are overshadowed by her appearance, the focus shifts away from her achievements and instead becomes fixated on external changes. This is a significant issue, as her immense talent is relegated to the background, drowned out by questions about her weight and appearance. Ariana did not fail. Rather, the system and societal expectations are to blame. The control over her narrative has shifted toward beauty standards, something that not everyone can control. This reality reflects the harsh pressure placed on celebrities, where their value is often measured by physical appearance rather than their professional accomplishments. The real question is not why Ariana changed her appearance, but why we have stopped celebrating the remarkable successes she has achieved. When significant career accomplishments are overshadowed by questions about her body, are we truly honoring what matters most in her career? This situation serves as a stark reminder to reevaluate what is truly important in a society that constantly imposes rigid standards on physical appearance. It challenges us to focus more on talent, hard work, and achievements, rather than reducing an individual's worth to their outward appearance. Selena Gomez has always been open about her body and the health challenges she faces, particularly her battle with lupus. Over the years, the treatment process and medications have been part of her narrative, and the public has been sympathetic, understanding the reasons behind the changes in her appearance. However, in 2023 to 2024, when Selena appeared with a noticeably thinner physique, the public's reaction shifted. Sympathy gave way to concern, as fans and the media questioned the reasons behind her transformation, shifting from empathy to uncertainty about what this change might mean for her health and well-being. The sympathy Selena once received has faded, replaced by intense scrutiny and judgment. Old and new photos of her are being compared, and timelines of her transformation have become a subject of constant analysis. This shift is concerning because changes in appearance are no longer simply accepted. Despite Selena's openness and clarity in explaining her medical reasons, the curiosity about her appearance persists, underscoring the public's tendency to judge and scrutinize beyond what is necessary. This reflects a deeper issue of discrimination, where even medical explanations can't shield someone from the harsh judgment of society. Despite Selena's clear explanation for the changes in her appearance, her reminders about refraining from commenting on bodies did little to lessen the public's concerns. Judgment persisted even after she provided medical reasons for her transformation. Weight gain is criticized, weight loss is met with suspicion, and maintaining a stable weight is often seen as only temporary. This reveals the harshness of societal standards regarding appearance, where individuals are judged not by their talent or career, but primarily through the lens of their physical looks. It's a reminder of how much emphasis society places on external appearances, often disregarding the deeper, more meaningful aspects of a person's life and achievements. Selena Gomez's story is not just about weight, it's about control. She is not being judged by her work, her vocals, or her success, but by whether her body meets societal expectations. This is why her story has become so significant. It exposes the invisible pressures that women face, where their bodies are constantly subjected to social judgment and become public assets under intense scrutiny. The focus shifts from a person's talents and achievements to the external, physical self, reinforcing the damaging idea that appearance is more important than anything else. Selena's reasons for her explanation, no matter how logical, still could not end the debate. This is concerning because even clear medical truths do not stop the scrutiny. Selena Gomez did not change the rules of the entertainment industry. Instead, she proved that those rules have never changed. Does the pressure regarding appearance always exist? And can no one escape society's invisible expectations? Comment 1 if you agree, 0 if you don't. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support us. Kourtney Kardashian, a prominent member of the Kardashian family, has always maintained a distinct image compared to her sisters. While the Kardashian-Jenner family often chases extreme beauty standards, Kourtney has focused on balance and authenticity. After giving birth, she publicly embraced her body's changes and was celebrated as the most real and grounded member of the family. However, her recent physical transformation has drawn significant attention, causing the public to question whether this shift aligns with her previous stance on self-acceptance and authenticity. Throughout the past year, Kourtney has appeared slimmer, yet there have been no official announcements, interviews, or explanations from her regarding the change. Instead, she has carefully curated her public appearances, allowing only select photos and moments to be shared. With each appearance, she conveys a wordless narrative, leaving everyone to speculate about the reason behind this transformation. Kourtney's silence has only fueled the public's curiosity, making her change even more intriguing and leaving many wondering what prompted the shift. What stands out in the world of the Kardashians is that Kourtney's silence is no accident. While her sisters often speak out to explain and show their struggles, Kourtney intentionally chooses to stay quiet. In a family where every action and choice is closely scrutinized by the media, this silence becomes a powerful strategy. It forces the system to react automatically, with the public's attention completely focused on her. Without uttering a single word of explanation, Kourtney has managed to captivate the public, making her silence speak volumes. The beauty standard in the Kardashian family has been firmly established, shrinking down. This is not a recent trend, but one that has been favored for years. What makes Kourtney's story particularly interesting is how she, once considered the outsider in the family, has gradually conformed to this standard without saying a word. There have been no scandals, no public apologies or explanations, just carefully crafted images that speak for themselves. Through her silence and subtle transformation, Kourtney has seamlessly integrated into the very trend she once seemed to resist. Kourtney Kardashian's story is a testament to how easily changes in physical appearance can capture attention and spark speculation. It also highlights how society and the entertainment industry often impose rigid beauty standards on individuals. While Kourtney hasn't actively opposed these changes, her silence underscores a larger truth. Appearance holds immense power in shaping how the public perceives and judges a person. In a world where outward appearance often eclipses personal achievements, her quiet transformation reveals the ongoing pressure to conform to societal expectations, regardless of one's own desires or authenticity. Sharon Osbourne has always stood out for her confidence and power, never seeking approval from others. A decision-maker and a role model of control and sharp judgment, she has long represented strength, relying not just on her appearance but on her character. For decades, Sharon has defined herself by her bold personality and unfiltered presence. So, when her physical appearance changed in 2024, it made everyone stop and take notice. This transformation could not be ignored, as it marked a departure from the image she had so carefully crafted, leaving the public to wonder about the reasons behind the shift. Sharon did not look refreshed or transformed in the way many might have expected. Instead, she appeared noticeably thinner, but not in a way that elicited praise. The public's reaction was not one of admiration, but of concern. This did not seem like a change aimed at regaining youthful beauty, but rather a transformation that seemed to have gone too far. The uncertainty surrounding her appearance deepened when Sharon chose silence over an explanation, leaving people more confused and eager for answers about the reasons behind her drastic change. What made this moment truly noteworthy was Sharon's honesty. She openly admitted to using weight loss drugs and shared that regaining weight had proven much more difficult than she had anticipated. Such admissions are rare in the entertainment industry, where perfection is often prioritized. By choosing to speak openly, Sharon shifted the conversation away from the pursuit of youthful beauty to a more profound story about longevity and the long-term consequences of decisions regarding physical appearance. Her transparency not only sparked dialogue, but also highlighted the pressures individuals face when dealing with society's expectations of beauty. Sharon Osbourne's story is not just about a change in physical appearance, but also reveals a darker side of the entertainment industry. She is not a young star under pressure, but a woman with a long-established career, power, and wealth. Yet this transformation underscores that even the most powerful women are not immune to the ever-tightening grip of beauty standards. It serves as a stark warning. No one, regardless of their success or influence, is exempt from the societal pressures that dictate how we should look, emphasizing that even those with the most control can be vulnerable to these pervasive expectations. Sharon Osbourne did not lose her power, but this moment exposed a disturbing truth. Even the most powerful women cannot escape the tightening grip of beauty standards. The real question is not how she changed, but whether we recognize where the true boundary lies when physical expectations have become a universal system. Do you think these expectations are too strict? Comment 1 if you agree, 0 if you don't. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Lily Collins's appearance at Paris Fashion Week 2024 stood out not just for the clothes, but for the silence that surrounded her. Her presence alone was enough to shift the public mood. Instead of the usual excitement and applause, there was a palpable sense of concern as something familiar in her appearance seemed to change for the worse. This transformation couldn't be overlooked, sparking questions about the reasons behind such a sudden shift. The lack of an explanation only deepened the public's curiosity, making her appearance a topic of speculation and worry. Lily Collins has long embodied an image of sophistication and fragility, and this was never a secret. Years ago, she openly shared her struggle with an eating disorder, which made her a role model for vulnerability and strength. She turned that vulnerability into the foundation of her success, earning admiration for her honesty. However, when Lily appeared with a noticeably thinner physique at Paris Fashion Week, the public couldn't help but worry. The change sparked questions, with many wondering about the real reason behind her transformation, especially considering her history and the vulnerability she had once so bravely shared. Social media comments quickly shifted focus from praise for Lily's outfits to concerns about her weight. Fans were no longer excited to celebrate her style, but instead, there was a palpable sense of anxiety and silence. Parents, in particular, began to express worries about their children, who looked up to Lily as a role model. This wasn't just criticism, it was a form of concern and protection. What heightened the unease was Lily's subsequent silence. She chose not to address or acknowledge these worries, which only deepened the sense of uncertainty, leaving the public to speculate on the reasons behind her dramatic transformation. For someone with a public history like Lily's, silence is never neutral. It carries an undeniable sense of risk. In this moment, there's a palpable tension. Hollywood may celebrate fragile beauty, but it also knows how quickly that fragility can crumble. Viewers have witnessed this pattern before and recognize the warning signs. This isn't about assigning blame. It's about the discomfort of seeing someone who was once so open choose to remain silent. Her choice to not address the concerns only amplifies the worry, leaving everyone to wonder what lies behind the silence. The moment that should have been a celebration of Cynthia Erivo's incredible talent, instead, became a focal point for discussions about her appearance. During the 2024 promotional campaign for the musical Wicked, Cynthia appeared significantly thinner, and the attention quickly shifted away from her powerful vocals and acting ability to focus on her physique. Despite building her career on strength, discipline, and performance, her physical transformation still sparked intense public scrutiny. The conversation moved away from her impressive talents to her body, exposing the harsh reality of how society often values appearance over achievements. Although Cynthia Erivo remained focused on her work and roles, maintaining a professional demeanor, the curiosity surrounding her appearance slowly turned into an invasion of privacy. Public attention, which should have been directed at her incredible artistry, shifted instead to her body. This wasn't a scandal, but rather a stark warning about society's imposition of strict beauty standards. Even someone with such undeniable talent and power can be overshadowed if they fail to meet physical expectations. It's a reminder that in an industry that often values appearance above all else, even the most gifted can face undue scrutiny. Cynthia Erivo did not shy away from addressing questions about her physical changes, yet the more she focused on her art, the louder the discussions about her body became. This underscores a troubling reality. When artists are judged not just by their talent, but by their adherence to beauty standards, the issue extends beyond the personal. It becomes a broader cultural problem. Cynthia's story serves as a powerful testament to the ongoing tension between talent and appearance in the entertainment industry, where the value of an artist is often measured by physical appearance as much as, or even more than, their artistic abilities. Hollywood has long celebrated stunning transformations, but Cynthia Erivo's story reveals the hidden cost behind this glamour. When talent, discipline, and success no longer shield one from the intense pressure about physical appearance, the issue transcends the personal. It highlights a growing cultural dilemma where stars are forced to navigate not only the expectations of their craft, but also the relentless, invisible standards dictating how they should look. Cynthia's experience is a stark reminder of how deeply these pressures infiltrate the entertainment industry, challenging the very essence of individuality and self-expression. Thank you for watching today's video. We hope the stories we've shared have given you a deeper understanding of the pressures that artists face. If you found the video insightful, don't forget to hit like, share it with others, and subscribe to support us so you never miss our next videos. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next one.